some of the references from other religions as well, so that one can understand all the religions, all the divine books. They have been giving and propagating the same idea that you look after your weakest. God Almighty will look after you as a country. This is the whole connection one should understand. If we do keep on doing anything and ignore the weakest, God Almighty will ignore that country altogether in the surface of the world. This is the important philosophy. And whatever we propagate in the form of banking regulations, organizational regulations, this should be the core important aspect of any policy making in any Muslim country, if one country is promoting or propagating Islamic economy. Dear audience, if we talk about Christianity, so the Bible states about fair compensation of employees. It states, you shall not oppress a hired servant who is poor and needy. You shall give him his wage on the same day before the sunset. And the same concept you see in Islam, that one should be paid before his sweat gets dry. The same concept has been propagated and explained in Bible as well. If you talk about Hindu literature and Vedas speaks about fairness, generosity, and proto-labor regulations as well. For example, in Rig Veda, chapter 10, verse 117 states, and then the similar rules and regulations protecting the labor laws. Another book of Hindu literature, they suggest that the one who eats without giving to others is a sinner. And then another group, it talks clearly in detail about the labor laws, how one should be dealing with employees. Even if you look at the Buddhist literature, they talk about employer-employees relations. In Siga Lovada, Sutta outlined reciprocal duties between employer-employees, while it states in 5 ways should a master minister to his servants and workers by assigning them work according to their strength. You see the same aspect you listen in Islam as well. And then by supplying them with the food and wage, and by attending to them in their sickness, and by granting them leave at times. So these are the behaviors, all these religions, they are propagating towards the weakest in the society, especially the labor force. And then Judaism about timely wage states, do not defraud or rob your neighbor, and do not hold back the wages of a hired workers overnight. Even Sikhism literature, it states, he who earns his livelihood by honest means and shares it with others have found the path to salvation. So what we understand, that collectively these teachings show that the permanent human ownership and normalized exploitation have no place in any religion or civilization. So how an Islamic economy could be a successful one if we neglect the basic, original and core value of any system which has always been propagated by all the religions worldwide?